What's happening? What's up? What's good? And what it do? Elegant Soul Food, Concentrated Nature Baby coming through. I really come on here and share with you guys things that are really important. And yes, they're biased. They're important to me, so I'm hoping that they're important to you, right? And I found them to be important to me, for a common ground reason. We're all human. We all bleed. We all have organs, right? So I figure if my intention is to protect my divine temple, and I find it important and it's something that's going to benefit my temple spiritually and physically, then it will probably benefit you as well. So I'm coming through to talk about a full house detox. And I want to show you this video as an intro to the to that content.
How did some beaches in Accra, Ghana get from this to this? To find out what was going on, I went to Ghana's coastal capital with a team of investigators from Greenpeace Africa, and what we found was beyond shocking. The key questions we asked ourselves were how much clothing was arriving here, why was so much of it being dumped in rivers and beaches, and who was responsible. We knew that a shocking 15 million secondhand items of clothing arrive in Ghana every week. So in the last year, we visited Kantamanto, where tons of secondhand clothes arrive every day, and we found that up to 500,000 items of clothing waste from the market end up in open spaces and informal dump sites every single week. Market sellers buy bales of internationally imported clothes, most of which are of poor quality.
For most people, they've invested all of their life savings into this business, and it's sad that they get to buy a bill, open the bill, and most of the things in there are things they can't sell.
They normally pay the bills, and the bad ones many than the good ones. The bad ones are many.
We want better ones. All these ones are baller. Yeah, that's what we say here. Yeah, it's not good.
We also visited informal dump sites, climbing mountains of textile waste, where we collected samples and performed infrared testing on them to see what these clothes were mainly made of. And, surprise, surprise, they are predominantly made of plastic. Our investigation found that some of these clothes are also burned as fuel to heat water in public wash houses, leading to levels of air pollution far exceeding European air guide values by almost 200 times. We can't stand by and let this injustice continue. But how do we solve this? The Ghanaian government must ban the import of textile dead waste or useless clothing from the global north immediately. Furthermore, we must all call for mechanisms to make polluters and clothes companies pay for the environmental and health damage they cause. So share this video and expose the destruction being caused by the fast fashion and clothing industries. Africa is not your dumpster.
Ashe. I am West African by blood, separated by history. And I just did a video the other day called The Panties. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. And I was just saying, even my panties, you're taking even my panties, because these plastics, I started doing a whole house detox during the pandemic. As I've shared with you many times before, I've had some serious health challenges over the years. And this doctor caught my attention. Her name was Dr. Myers. And I was doing the Myers way to detox. I was trying to, keep from having surgery, because I was neglected in the healthcare system. So I started late trying to get myself back on track to prevent surgery. So when I found this doctor and I started ordering her books and reading her information, she spoke my language, because one of the things she said when she was talking about detoxing your house, I was listening. I was like, yeah. But when she started saying about go out in the sunshine, if it's just for 30 seconds, it's just for 5 minutes, you can just go on your porch, if you go on your back door and just get some sunshine. I'm just like, yeah, I started doing it, and I really started feeling the healing, the difference between not being outside and then going outside for just a few minutes. So I'm just like, whatever else she's saying, let me pay attention to. She's talking about the food, talking about microplastics in the storage containers. So I purged all the plastic storage containers in my house. She talked a little bit about textiles, but not very much so. as I've been on this journey and I keep detoxing, and it's like the more I clear my mind, the more my ass follows. And that's how I ended up purging my panties. Anything that's rayon, nylon, polyester, all these plastic materials, they're detrimental to our temples. So just sharing this with you about a full body detox. And I love this video from Greenpeace Africa talking about how toxic the plastics are in the fashion industry. I've been working really hard. And when I say painfully, I have painfully been getting rid of things that I like to wear. My avatar feels some kind of way and has um, a very strong power over me in terms of how it likes to present itself in this earth suit, right? So I can't say I've invested a lot of money, but sometimes I have, spent a lot of money, I guess, over time on clothes. I've been walking things that I really, really love and like to wear frequently, straight to the box. And I was thinking about donating them, then I was thinking about selling them. And then I saw this video, and they're talking about how it builds up in the dumpsters and that kind of stuff. And those plastics sometimes is burned or whatnot. And I'm sure if you applied a little bit of research, you will find that this is happening in the States. And also the research that I've done in the States about this, I agree 100%, but in Africa saying the same thing. Stop holding consumers accountable for the plastics, the plastic bags at the grocery store, the plastics that the food are made out of. Stop making us have recycle bins and we have to recycle this stuff. That's not even putting a dent in the problem. The problem is these corporations need to be held accountable with these plastics. And we need to just let go of some things. So I hope this message finds you well, and I hope you pack light. I am dedicating definitely the rest of this year to walking stuff out of this house and finding a safe way to get rid of it. And I'm investing a lot in linens, hemp, cotton, and organic cotton. So until real soon, peace. Whole house detox, whole house detox, whole house detox.